What's up, guys? This is Cromar with TGN, and I am joined by Caisha. Say hello, Caisha.
Hey, guys.
You're supposed to say hello, Caisha. I did that routine with Pure Shield like 100 times, and you never got it, but that's okay.
What?
So
Women are slower learners. What can I say?
Yes, we are. We are very slow learners. We are currently spectating a match with someone on Caisha's friends list who is a platinum player, a Lee Sin. And we thought it'd make an interesting match, being a ranked game, at a reasonably high elo, high matchmaking rating, certainly higher than mine. So I expect these players to do a little bit better than I might in their situation. Let's look at our composition here. There's been no real action so far. Oh, look at this Thresh grab. Thresh trying to go for some shenanigans with blue, but nothing really happened, and Lux is going to ward them off pretty well. Yeah, it's been kind of poking around.
I don't understand why this Thresh is still there. Like, they know he's there.
Yeah.
He just keeps he's kind of going balls deep on this guy. I don't know.
Well, he did manage to force Lux back to prevent any CS, I guess. I don't know, I'm kind of stretching it there. That's okay. I like to do silly stuff like that all the time, too.
I think he's just a bully. He's still there. He is still there.
He just likes landing those hooks.
Well, I mean, he's just using those Explorer wards to great effect. That's all you can know. I mean, he put the Explorer ward over the wall so he could see the blue. He didn't really get the blue, but he still got the ward. So
no, he tried his best.
Good bit of harass.
Oh my God. So we have a grab down bottom, Thresh grabbing Vayne, pulling her out of the bush, but he took so much damage in that exchange that it just was not worth it. I mean, Ezreal was not ready for the follow-up, and honestly, she shouldn't have even done it. But that's
something
okay.
that you always have to look out with Vayne is you have to watch out that unit collision. My God, he was right next to the wall, and he's like, "I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this chick." It's like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Even at level 1,
that could have been very dangerous. You're absolutely right.
It could have been really bad if he had taken Condemn. Yeah. So something interesting about this right now is you can tell based on their builds that this Lux mid was not prepared to go Lux mid. Just look at her items. Look at her items. She built support. She built Fairy Charm, wards, and stuff. And I don't know if I've ever seen a actual mid player start that. So I'm thinking maybe that they had some sort of argument where they thought she was supposed to go support or something. I don't really know. It is ranked, however, so hopefully that's not the case and she's just trying out some different build. But
hopefully they're a little more organized than that. Lee Sin going for a gank top on Renekton, who's very, very low. Renekton's going to go for it, but unfortunately for him, did not happen. No exchange. First blood going to Nidalee with the Lee Sin assist top lane. They got a little bit of a gold lead, about 400 gold, nothing worth mentioning. That's really just from the first blood, though, because CS-wise, these teams look about equal. Almost right down the they're mirrors of one another. I suppose Renekton does have a little bit of lead over Nidalee, but that's not going to last long. Let's look at our wards. Okay, looks like Vayne actually just initiated on Thresh with a Condemn right into the wall. It's actually a really nice shot. And finishes off Thresh in the wall. Oh, that was a bad spot for her to get caught. I'm actually kind of surprised that she landed that. Based on the angle there, he just basically edged the wall, but it was a really nice work there. Thresh's flay didn't help at all. Yeah. No. He was right there on the corner. Like, he could have gone either way. Just like an inch. If Vayne was an inch to the right, he would just went straight back into the gap. But anyway, I'm actually kind of surprised that Renekton fell to that gank with his ward actually being in a really good position here in the river. But Renekton's going deep on Nidalee, and he burned the ignite. He's not going to get that kill, though. It looks like she's going to live through that just barely. If she had just a little bit more mana, she might be able to fight back. But she's going to use the last little bit of her mana on a missed throw. Yeah, Renekton, oh boy, that would be a bad dive right now, Renekton. Don't do that. I would laugh. Anyway, mid lane, there's a little bit of a failed gank from the Jungle Monkey, and Thresh actually coming up. Wow, what a nice roam by Thresh. I would love to have a Thresh like this on my team, roaming all over the place, getting a kill.
That's how you play Thresh. He's like the the supercharged version of Blitzcrank, right? I mean,
that's true.
I'm waiting for Jungle Thresh to come out at some point. We'll see.
Yeah, there you go. Kind of like Alistar. I was going to compare him to Alistar. That's how I always like to play him and roam all over the place. Anyway, Lee Sin initiating on Renekton, but Renekton has his double dash available, so there's no way he's going to get caught. Down bottom, I thought for a second something was going to happen, but I think it was just some burst on Vayne. Vayne is down pretty low, and a grab from Thresh would definitely seal the deal. I see some action down bottom. Vayne got a little bit too antsy and got pulled in by a flay and a chain. The chain finished it, pulling her into the tower. That was rough. Glad I caught that, just barely. Just barely. Not like we had any magical backspace editing or anything like that.
No.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Caisha. Why would you say something horrible like that? Anyway, down bottom, Thresh and Ezreal are very, very low. They could go for something on Lulu. I would laugh so hard, though, if Lulu turned us around and got a double. Wouldn't you?
She definitely can. One Glitter Lance and then probably one auto attack, and she could take down that Ezreal, which is probably why he's kind
being
of
more careful,
easy right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, she's got the mana for it, but she doesn't really have the mana for much else.
Yeah, and Thresh wants blood, by the way. Thresh just really wants to kill her.
Something interesting.
Ooh,
he's bloodthirsty, which is good against this lane for Vayne because she's so not weak early game, but vulnerable. Yeah. But the interesting thing is that this Vayne took Doran's blade first, and she didn't go the safe route with the boots pots, and so it was very good that she got the kill early, that first blood on Thresh. But still, I mean, that makes it worth it. If you're not going to get first blood or if you're not going to get a kill early, Doran's blade is not worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Okay, up top we have a ping from Nidalee wondering where the heck Renekton is. Well, he's right in front of you if you just look a little bit more closely on the map there.
Minions
just kidding.
OP.
Probably it was just a split second of a blank fog of war. That's probably why I couldn't see
Oh my
him.
goodness. Yeah.
But I like making fun of people anyway when they are not here to defend themselves. So there you go. What do you think about this jungle Wukong, by the way?
Jungle Wukong, not terribly impressed, generally speaking. Especially since he took Flash. I mean, Ghost. I'm kind of surprised. I'm seeing a lot of junglers take Ghost nowadays. It's probably okay on Wukong, but that doesn't make him really vulnerable in the jungle. So I would really like to see some counter jungling by Lee Sin, but I haven't seen much of that yet. So we'll see.
Lee Sin seems to be making some strong ganks, though. I suppose that's going to be his focus instead of the counter jungling. Down bottom, we actually have a teleport, it looks like, onto the blue minion. Ezreal is exhausted and under fire. Look at Xerath. Oh, he missed. But actually, Lulu picked off Thresh? Are you serious? That happened off screen. I may have to go back and look at that again. Ezreal going for the chase down. Xerath did manage to get his quarry. Oh, look at that ult finisher from Ezreal. Nice move. Nice move. So I'm going to jump back, Caisha, just one time so I can actually watch Lulu get that kill. It's going to take a second backspace, though, because it happened so long ago. And let's go right back to the moment when the gank happened with the teleport. Lulu, oh yeah, they're the condemned from Vayne. Look at Thresh there with no health. Lulu's gonna pick him off with, oh, he picked him off with an E, that's what it was. Nice.
So I'd like to talk a minute about this Lux build. At first I thought, okay, well, she probably just messed up and she was going support, because I've done that before where I just like automatically build support items in first. However, though, she did rush into her early Chalice. Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So, while looks like Lee Sin is really going deep on his Lux, I didn't expect him to go that far. That's why I didn't interrupt you there, Caisha, because I didn't think that he was going to push that far. But he went all in with the flash and the ult and everything. But Lux was able to escape pretty easily. Up top, we have a duel to the death between Nidalee and Renekton. Nidalee running for it. She's ignited, but so is Renekton, going down to a takedown. And that's going to be a kill for Nidalee. Down bottom, it looks like Ezreal has free reign over the map, boys, over this couple of waves of farm while Vayne is coming
Who
back.
needs a map?
So I think we finally... Yeah. Wow, good one.
I'm sorry,
so I think we finally have a moment of calm. So
you think you set yourself up for that one?
I did. I didn't even... It wasn't on purpose, I swear. I don't know what happened. A little bit of harass here from Actually, they're actually going to go for something here with Lulu being way back. She's finally going to get here, but she does not have level 6, so it's going to be difficult to save Vayne if Vayne gets grabbed one more time. And I think, oh, there's a Flay. Oh, man. Ezreal was not ready for that follow-up, though. I think if Ezreal was prepared for that, then they would have gotten a kill on Vayne there for sure.
It's interesting that they chose to go, if this Thresh was so aggressive, he probably should have said something in the actual, okay, here comes this Wukong.
Yeah, here comes the Wukong, diving in on this Thresh. Unfortunately, he is going to get picked off by the Vayne, despite all efforts. Anyway, but Wukong is here with the ult. Ezreal looking to be a little bit in bad position, but thanks to his teleport, it really doesn't matter. And Vayne goes down to the ultra long range gank from Xerath. That was a nice move. Coming in through the tri-bush, in fact, so he couldn't get spotted. I like that. That was a good move. Of course, he could have got unlucky with the wards.
People say that little corner is Zach's position because he can jump and gank, but I think initially it was always Xerath's position. It was always Xerath's position. I'm going to stand there and kill everything.
Nobody plays Xerath, though. He's sticking around in this brush in his siege tank mode, getting ready to blow somebody up. Ezreal has like no mana, though. I don't really know what they can pull off, but they're going to go for it. Wow, nice stun. That was amazing that he managed to pull it off, but Wukong is definitely going to be forced back. Yeah, I think if Ezreal had enough mana for a combo, then they would have gotten Wukong easily on that one.
Well, and then if he had enough mana to cause
Nidalee's going for it up top. Sorry to interrupt, but actually, no, she decides to back off. I'm surprised she counted. She came in like she was going to ambush, and then she just changed her mind, I guess. It is a
Renekton's doing a very good job of using that bush to his advantage.
Ooh,
even
we have
though
a nice combo from Lee Sin mid. ulting Lux into Thresh, but Thresh missed the chain. It's kind of hard to
click the
time
lantern,
that
click the lantern!
He did click the lantern. And
he didn't quite get it,
used
but he
his
clicked the
Q in
lantern.
melee range, unfortunately, on Lux, so he was not able to finish her off. That's okay, though. It was a nice try. Up top, Renekton is near death. I think Nidalee could finish him off with just a really quick combo. Takedown and a throw. There's the miss on the throw, but she's going to go for it. Oh, the Wukong coming in the backup. This could be very bad for Nidalee. Oh, the Renekton. Oh, I didn't realize his ult was still up. I could have sworn I saw him use it earlier, but no, his ult is up, and there's no way she's going to kill him now. And it's time to bail. But the monkey and the alligator cannot catch the cougar. What is she, a cougar?
Cheetah. She's a cheetah in that skin,
yes.
she's a cheetah.
Everyone knows that monkeys and alligators beat cheetahs. I mean, it's just like a law of nature. And their Slice and Dice dodges the spear from Nidalee. I watch the National Geographic Channel, so I know these things. Anyway, down bottom, Ezreal narrowly escaping some burst from Lulu and Vayne, although I guess he was never really in any serious trouble.
This is the problem with this Thresh leaving this Ezreal down there so often. You know, that's the biggest issue.
The roaming,
here, is that he's letting the Ezreal not be able to bully.
Ooh, up top, nice move from Xerath. Thank you to the camera for jumping up there for me, because I certainly did not see that happening on the minimap. But Renekton trying to just run away from Nidalee, getting picked off by a ultra long range Xerath ult. That's exactly what you want Xerath to do. Very cool to see a good Xerath in the game, by the way. He's a really fun champion to watch because of exciting things like that coming out of nowhere. He's going to land a Mage Chains combo on Wukong and kill him mid-ult pretty easily. Yeah,
this Xerath is doing his job. This Xerath is doing his job. I'm not seeing a whole lot of it from this Lux, which is generally where Lux gets most of her kills early game.
The roaming, absolutely.
Yeah, she has to roam, and if one roam down bot could definitely change the course of the game right now.
Yeah, absolutely. If a binding, or she doesn't even need to land the binding. Lulu can open with a Whimsy, and then that'll make it a pretty trivial binding, and then a condemn into the wall, and Ezreal will die just in the space of a CC. There's a grab landed on Vayne. Might not be a good idea though, because Lulu's ult saves Vayne pretty easily. She's forced to flash though. There's a gigantic Dragon Slayer Vayne right now shooting minions. I just love that ult. It's so much fun. And Thresh narrowly escapes his own initiation.
Let's take a moment.
I would like to take a moment, but there's just no way to do it. Lulu picks off Thresh with another E, but it's just a little bit too late as Lee Sin and Xerath come in. Xerath with a teleport, and Lee Sin with some good old-fashioned walking and jumping, and get the double kill down bottom. Too bad Thresh didn't go back earlier, or else he would have not died. He kind of died foolishly, actually. I don't mean that as to complain too much. But anyway, oh my god, that is exactly what we were just talking about. Lux. I was watching that and hoping to God that she would do something, and she did. She landed a perfect binding on poor Ezreal and just incinerated him. Unfortunately for them, though, it's not much of a victory though, because they did give up Dragon in that exchange. So it is interesting though.
You see Lux going Sorcerer's Shoes first, rather than finish any kind of item. So I'm thinking that maybe she's going to start actually roaming some more. I don't really know.
Is the Chalice build first normal on Lux? You were talking about that earlier, but we got cut off by some ganks.
I mean, you can go Chalice first, or you can go generally straight into an Athene's, right? Yeah. But it just depends on your playstyle. It's just weird that she would go Chalice and then roam boots. She would get boots early to roam, because you don't really go Chalice if you're going to roam. You go full burst damage initially, because you're not going to.
That makes sense. Yeah, because Chalice is for sustain, not for roaming. That makes
sense.
Yeah,
exactly. And so you're just gonna farm. But I think maybe she was planning on doing that, and then she was like, "Oh man, Xerath is roaming and getting all these kills, and I can't keep up with him." I think that's kind of where it was going.
Down bottom, we actually have Vayne initiating on Ezreal. I'm not sure if they're going to get anything out of this. He just walked right into the brush just to get condemned, like perfect condemn range. Oh, Ezreal, why? I guess he wasn't aware of that ward. Of course, that wouldn't happen without the ward there, so there's something to be said for that play. But it was a nice pickup, actually.
Interesting, though, he made Ezreal use his cleanse on the condemn. And then there's this Thresh coming.
What is he doing? I don't know. I was kind of baffled by that. I think he's trying to bait them into chasing him into the jungle. And if he did that, then that would be a kill for Lee Sin. It looks like exactly what's happening. Lee Sin grabbing the lantern to jump on top of Vayne, kick into the tower, kick in. Oh my god! But the ult saves her. Jesus, that Lulu ult is incredible. Nidalee taking on a tower top while it's happening. Oh my god, I cannot believe he survived that. Oh, and here comes the monkey. Monkey kills Soul Reaper? I don't know. What is Thresh again? Like a I don't know, some kind of zombie thing.
Yeah,
Revenant? I don't know. I don't know what he is. He's like the boatman from the Greek myth.
The bad part of that. Oh,
go ahead.
How do those bindings miss that guy?
Yeah,
anyway,
that looked like
the
it went
interesting
right
thing
through
is
him.
that.
Well, he's floating. His feet aren't on the ground. They went under his feet. That's probably what it was.
Definitely. The interesting thing about that whole pull, though, is that he pulled him, but then got his ult down late. So Vayne was actually able to tumble outside of the ult. So if he had landed that ult, I don't think the Lulu ult would have saved him at all.
You might be right. You might be right. I mean, that Lulu ult is so powerful, though. It is, the shield combo is a lot of health.
But he would have been trapped. He would have been trapped under the tower instead of tumbling out of the tower range. So that's something to be thankful of. What is this Nidalee? Why is she so tough?
I was wondering about the Nidalee. Yeah, I was just like, are you going to go back now anytime soon, Nidalee there? Yeah, I think she's basically
we might see the first tower of the game going down right here. Yeah.
I think Nidalee actually got the top tower earlier, Caisha. Way to pay attention. But anyway, down bottom, or mid, excuse me, Lee Sin, trying to save this tower, got annihilated by Lux, barely surviving. She's got, like, 1 health left. So he's going to just narrowly escape. Xerath will chase them off, though.
I've seen it a couple times. I've seen it a couple times with the Lee Sin and Thresh. They're definitely using the lantern.
There's a flay on Vayne down bottom. She's going to ult to attempt to escape. She is exhausted. Ezreal is not in position. Where is he going?
Ezreal, click the lantern! Click the lantern, Ezreal!
Oh, that was so close. Oh man, that was just a total miscommunication between the support and the AD carry, and the Lulu ult will secure the kill.
Clearly,
that was painful.
Clearly, the Ezreal and Thresh are not on the same page as much as the Lee Sin Thresh. No. I was just talking about the lantern, and then there we go. And then just
the lantern was perfect for him to take. Oh god, they could
let that be a lesson to you guys. Click the lantern. Click the lantern.
Click the lantern. Absolutely.
I guess he was concerned that maybe if he clicked the lantern, then Vayne would have had it as a condemn. But I don't believe Vayne even had a condemn up at that point. So
yeah.
I don't know. Hindsight's 2020.
There's a combo on Lux. She has a lot of shields though, and it's just not going to kill her. I don't know. He's sticking around, but that's going to be bad for him because we have an initiation from Wukong. Lux misses the ult. How did she miss that? She aimed at nothing, and he's going to continue this chase. I don't think there's any way Xerath can escape this. Lux I don't know. I might have spoken too soon. He's saved by the Thresh lantern. That's amazing. Yes. Oh, go Thresh. This is my favorite Thresh ever. And Wukong is going to have to pay for this, as the cheetah wants revenge on the monkey. I saw that once on that Geo too, and actually Thresh stole that kill. But that's cheetah
wants the. That's okay. Thresh deserves a kill at this point. Like he might have almost all the team deaths.
Wow, that was such a good
save. He's got 6 deaths, but I mean, no one can deny the fact that he's had an enormous impact on the game at this point. Like he might have 6 deaths, but come on.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's been playing hyper aggressive, and he hasn't had the follow-up from his team. But Renekton actually is trying to do something to save this tower. I don't think he's going to be successful. In fact, he may actually die for it. He just got grabbed by Thresh. He's going to be forced to ult just to survive. I don't know. These guys are pretty healthy, but no, they figure it's too early in the game to do a Nexus dive at this stage. We're at 19 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, no! Why Nidalee getting sniped by their Lux? That was a nice shot.
She wanted to poke a little bit, but just forgot the Lux was coming up. That's all she did.
Paid for it. She paid for it. She's going to have to learn. Oh, God, Thresh is walking. He was going to ward, I guarantee it. And he's getting a little bit caught here. He missed the flay. Am I crazy, or did he miss that flay? That's going to do it for him. Yep. Really not much he can do there. At least that's what it looked like on my screen. I'm pretty sure he missed that flay.
He's got so many wards down, but I don't see. He's been roaming so much, but there's no wards down. So we need to come on, Thresh.
Yeah, he needs to.
That's I know the support player coming out in me, right? It's like if you're gonna roam that much, make sure it's effective. You have wards, put them down.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Anyway, Lux is going to catch Lee Sin under this tower. I don't think this combo is going to kill him, though. He's a little too tanky and has too good of escapes. So,
but Lulu using an effective. She was using an effective EQ strategy though, so that's good.
Yeah. But we've seen the Lulu's doing good. We've already seen her snipe Thresh twice with her E, which was pretty exciting. They're going to do a final push for this bottom tower. I don't think there's any way that these guys are even going to contest this tower. Maybe Ezreal might ult. That's about it.
I'd kind of like to see a dragon fight at some point. It's kind of that dragon's lonely.
No, you might get
That
your
dragon-
wish. They're going for
That
it here, although they do
dragon
not
is
have.
lonely, yes.
Yeah, they are. They are. He is lonely. Unfortunately, blue team does not have vision of this dragon, so unless Ezreal does a blind ult snipe, there's not much chance.
Look
of,
at this red team coverage of that jungle. They know that they're completely safe. They got
Ooh,
wards.
that was a
all
close.
up.
That was close. He almost sniped it. Sorry.
That
go
was
ahead.
gamer sense right there. They were like, we know that they're doing it.
Oh,
We
look at
just-
that burst from Xerath. Oh, man. Thresh caught Lulu with that chain. I didn't think he's getting anything out of it, but here comes Xerath with a follow-up. It was so nice. And the rest of them are going to be sent running scared. Oh, that was nice.
Meanwhile,
They
Nidalee
gave
doing
up a
exactly
dragon,
what
though.
she
It wasn't
does
worth
well. She's pushing. That's all she does. Push, push, push.
That's
That's what
split
Nidalee's
push.
supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
Push,
Split
push,
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 queen
push.
right there.
And she's
gonna
keeping
chase off.
Renekton busy, so Renekton hasn't really had a whole lot of influence. I mean, he's 0-3
That's
and
true.
0. He's not had a whole lot of influence. Nidalee's gotten a couple towers. I mean, that's the only thing I'm seeing. She's going very tanky, though, with that gauntlet. It's interesting.
Yeah,
So
the
she's
the
really
Iceborne
just
Gauntlet.
she's just building for this Renekton, which is good because I mean she's keeping his interest. Oh god.
He's keeping Vayne busy too. Vayne keeps trying to chase her away and wasted her ult. They're not going to
Even
catch
so
this
much
Nidalee.
as-
I mean, I'll eat my
Yeah.
shorts if she. Or, I think the expression is "eat my hat," but I confused it
No,
with
eat-
ancient Simpsons quotes.
Yeah.
But there's almost no way imaginable
that-
they're going to get this kill. I would be shocked. I mean, it's getting kind of close actually though. So, but she flashes for it. Oh my god, his Vayne is still chasing. I'm kind of rooting for Vayne now on such a huge chase. Renekton paid for it though, died up top. We don't need to see that again. I think we've got a pretty good idea of what happened. And unfortunately, that chase did not end well for Red Team. Yeah, I don't think they should have done it.
Good
but
ward
they did closer
placement
than
there
I
by the
thought.
Lee
I gotta
Sin.
admit, I was worried I was gonna be wrong for a minute there. And look, Nidalee's spear going right through the Vayne, at least
Right
on my
through
screen,
Vayne.
and finishes off the kill. That that chase
was
did
very
not
impressive
go well
that-
for them.
The Lee Sin play was very impressive. He put a ward and ward jumped after the fact. So he put the ward down, walked away, then saw that the Nidalee was coming back up, jumped to the ward, and prepped that kill for Nidalee. It was very
Nice.
impressive.
Nice,
impressive.
nice.
Oh, force the flash. Go Thresh. Go Thresh. I
Yeah,
wonder
you
who's my
know the
favorite.
Thresh is landing good hooks when they flash just when he approaches. You know,
Yeah.
it's like he
It's
hasn't
like-
even done the spell animation yet, and they're already pressing their button.
It's very. Oh.
Ooh, Wukong and Nidalee going at it up top. Another monkey and cheetah action, but the cheetah is going to escape from that one. I don't think there's any way that he can chase him down. I don't know what Lee Sin is doing. I think Lee Sin was expecting something more out of Nidalee. I'm not sure, but I need to turn my Fog of War back off because Wukong is going to go all in on this Lee Sin, and he's able to jump to Nidalee to escape very easily. She has one last poke on Renekton.
You know, I'm looking at the build on Vayne, and I just don't see why he would have gone Blade of the Ruined King so early. I mean, the champions that they have right now are not that tanky. I mean, sure, there's Lee Sin, but he's obviously building damage. I mean, he just bought a Bloodthirster. I don't know. I only see that as building with teams that have really harsh tanks. Like, you know, Malphite, things like that, or Shin.
Yeah.
I just don't really see a whole lot of tankiness coming out of their team, so I don't know why he would have gone Blade of the Ruined King. And then he's going straight into Bloodthirster. It looks like he picked up another BF sword. He finally picked up boots, but he went for Berserker's Greaves, so I guess he's hoping to... Look at that Thresh. Thresh. He's just kind of like poking the Wukong a little bit.
Yeah,
He was being,
just
he was just
harassing a
waiting, he
little
just
bit.
like, just hit him, and he was just like, hey guys, hey monkey.
Keeping them on their toes, man. They're like terrified of this Thresh right now. We saw that
Seriously,
preemptive
and-
flash the other time. I mean, they're
Exactly.
terrified.
I mean, he might be 1-7-6, but he's definitely creating he's playing the psychological game with these guys. Like,
Yeah,
so they're
absolutely.
scared to go in their jungle. And so I was talking about ward placement earlier. Now it's, you know, Lulu that's kind of slacking off on wards. She's got some coverage on Baron. That's pretty much it. But Thresh has come back, and he's noticed that all the towers on their side are gone, and so they need to establish jungle control. So if you look at that, they've got tons of wards in the other enemy's jungle, and they're saying, we know where they are. So we don't need to worry about where they are over here, because we know. Oh, look at that. Ooh, double wards. Sorry. That happens.
When
That
that
happens. It's
happens,
like, ah.
I saw a clip on Reddit like a year ago of all 5 members of the team warding the same spot simultaneously. Cracked me up. Everybody in lockstep there. Anyway, it looks like Wukong jumping on Cesare. I don't think there's any way he can catch him, slow or not. So no, he's gonna get away very easily, and they're just gonna have to exchange creep score down mid because both of these teams are very just terrified to initiate him.
Let this be a lesson to why. Oh, look at the Baron Pit wards on the bush right there.
Yeah.
Okay, Lulu has a pink ward in that bush, but missed Thresh's ward because it's on the other side of the map.
Because it's around the corner, yeah. That's pretty funny.
So let that be a lesson. You always need to ward at that corner so you can see both sides. So if you notice ward placement in pro games, they always do that. Let's see.
Caisha's pro tips?
Yeah, pro tips. Yep.
So Wukong is going to be forced to ult to actually escape Lee Sin. That actually might cost them here in a minute if they manage to force a team fight. I think blue team, you think they're in a good position to force a Baron fight, especially with Wukong?
Absolutely. Look at that ward coverage right now. Lulu, they don't know this, but Lulu doesn't have wards because they've been cleared out on Baron, and so Thresh did a good job of pinking that Baron and got the ward. So I definitely see that coming out. It looks like they want to keep pressuring and get that inhibitor turret first, though. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they're just posturing. They're thinking about it.
Or maybe they're... Well, they did pick up this outer turret. Maybe they want to get a pick first, too. It could
they just want to...
Yeah. Alligator and Monkey getting a little aggressive here with the Soul Reaper and Cheetah. And Xerath is going to chase them off for sure. As soon as they see that Xerath lays, they're like, nope. But look at Thresh. God, he is baiting like a pro. I love this Thresh right now. Wukong getting smashed, being forced to pop.
I don't know what this Xerath is doing.
And
He's
there
just
goes Thresh. Vayne is so fed now that Thresh actually paid for his insolence, I guess you can say. And
I don't know what that Xerath was
everything.
quite doing. He was literally just kind of standing there and didn't really do any kind of damage to that fight. He just kind of sat there.
His ult is available. Yeah, his ult's
looked
available.
like he was just waiting for them to come into range, but he was already in range. And so I'm surprised that this Ezreal wasn't there, but I guess he's trying to push up the lanes a little bit. But see, look at the red team could easily Baron right now. They could easily Baron. But they're not going to. Lulu has a pink ward. She hasn't cleared out Baron, but that's probably something that she's going to do. So they see Ezreal bot lane. They know that he's clearing out, and they don't see the Lee Sin.
And
so
he has no mana, too.
They can definitely go. They can definitely go. They don't have any vision bot, but they have to assume that he's bot lane because of Ezreal.
I think they're just afraid. I mean, you got Xerath with a blue and his ult available. I mean, if they go into that pit, they could get annihilated, honestly. And then maybe they wanted to wait for Wukong to come back.
Interesting. Vayne went Shiv first, which is kind of intriguing because they haven't really shown a whole lot of a lane push presence. You know, right now it's just kind of been objectives.
Thresh might have got caught here. Let's see if he can escape. Oh, that Lux ult's going to seal that. Lee Sin almost saved him with a shield, but not quite. And Xerath missing his Q. Slippery Monkey.
They see the Ezreal going top. I would be very surprised if they don't go Baron after this Nidalee.
Oh. Nidalee, what are you doing?
If this Nidalee dies, she will die. But when this Nidalee dies, if they don't go Baron, I will be very upset.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Good call on the Nidalee dying. I actually thought for a second she might make it, but yeah, you got the right call there. Red team is in a really good position to take Baron.
This Ezreal, man, he's finally being after all this fighting.
Yeah, I know. He really needed that mana. That Ezreal might pick off Vayne or Lux. No, it just barely misses both. I saw it coming on the mini-map, and I was crossing my fingers because I would have just jumped out of my chair if he had picked off both carries with that ult right there. That would have been hilarious.
You know, Lee Sin did a very good job. Lee Sin kept up with it. He kept harassing. He realized that the various team members were still down. If he hadn't have queued into that team member on red team, then it would have been an automatic Baron. So I don't know if he meant to do that and just keep them busy and get them lower than setting up for Xerath, but that was very good because that would have been an automatic Baron fight. Because you saw Lulu, she had already walked over, she had already pinked the Baron, and she was already preparing, and then all of a sudden Lee Sin hops out, Qs, and is like, okay, well we have to go save Vayne, like, you know, like go save the baby.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that Lee Sin's I'm sure he did it on purpose. I think he just wanted to harass them and force them to not be able to do Baron.
Yeah.
But no, we need Thresh. Thresh really needs to.
Look at this! They're giving Thresh. Are they giving Thresh blue right now, or are they just waiting for Xerath? No, they're just waiting for Xerath.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what are they doing?
If Thresh doesn't get himself killed for no reason this time, then they're going to do much better. I mean, he's been playing ballsy all game, but now it's really starting to hurt because Vayne is so powerful that he can't afford to do that anymore. He can't take harass from Vayne.
I'm very surprised that an Oracle.
Oh, there's a grab from Thresh on Lulu. Sorry to cut you off there. I looked like they were going to do something with it, but I guess not. Ezreal is just not on the same page at all. But that's okay because they didn't.
Well, they're missing another few members of their team. I mean,
that's true. Ooh, so much damage on Wukong. He just joined the fight. He's already a third of the way dead.
Meanwhile, Nidalee
split push.
Yeah.
I'm liking this Nidalee split push.
Keep him busy and then push top. That's how that's split push. Perfect. Perfectly
and
Renekton's
forced to go deal with it too. So Renekton won't be there.
Again. I don't know why they keep sending Renekton. I really don't understand that. I mean, Lux probably against Nidalee would probably be much better, but I guess her team fight presence is is, oh my goodness.
Yeah, they grabbed Renekton, but it was the worst target because they couldn't do any damage to him whatsoever.
Yeah.
That's okay, though. They can mess with him a little bit. Oh, my God. The burst on Vayne.
Oh, my God.
Xerath's a mile away before I realize what's happening. Lux is really, really low. She's going to ult 3 people. It's a very nice ult, but it's just not enough damage because they do not have their AD carry for that fight. God, what a snipe from Xerath. That was incredible. Oh, man. Yeah, little butterflies in the stomach with that Xerath.
Oh, look at the Lulu.
And catching the Lulu warding. Oh my
Lulu was
God.
trying to do the good
wall
thing.
is so dangerous right now.
Woo.
They got thresh hooks and lasers from Xerath and everything.
Oh my goodness.
Lulu barely escaping. God, what a great pick. That was amazing.
Yeah, it was a good pick. It was a good pick. I'm impressed with the Lulu, though. She's definitely recognizing that I have to make sure that this is not warded so that doesn't happen again. But again, I'm very surprised that no oracles have come out yet. I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It would probably be a good time for an oracles. The gold difference here is not that big of a deal. It's only about 6k. I checked earlier, and it looked like Ezreal was ahead on farm. It looks like he still is, although Vayne has far more kills. But overall,
it's a fairly
gold,
even game. I do think Ezreal is probably building a little bit smarter because he did build Blade of the Root.
Oh no, Xerath getting caught by combination. Wow, that Lux burst is incredible. I was just taking a look at the
that's
gold,
why you don't be. That's why you don't be not in bushes where they know that you just cleared a farm wave. You don't stand there and be because they know you're there. Just saying.
Yeah, they can guess that, right? They can guess it. Oh no, Thresh! No, don't run away, Thresh! Run away! Okay, he's gonna go.
Oh, it looks like we got a Baron attempt right there. What is...
with Xerath dead, this is a great time to do it.
Xerath is dead. Nidalee is out of position. They've got full map control.
It's a little bit slow on this Baron kill, though. It's making me wonder. I don't know. Ezreal with the harass, I don't think he can do anything about it, but he's going to try. He's going to miss that snipe, though. He didn't expect it to be that slow. Nope, and he went in for or Lee Sin went in for a kill, but it did not happen. For a snipe steal, it did not happen, and Vayne's going to finish him off. Looks like Thresh is also screwed, and that's going to be a triple kill for Vayne, isn't it? Or double kill, excuse me. No, I was counting Baron as one of the kills. That doesn't count. So it's actually a double kill.
They probably could get to the lead, but that's okay. They don't want to be greedy. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Xerath's alive. They don't want to give up any of their Baron buffs to Xerath for no reason. And just like that, the game turns around. Even though gold-wise, Red Team is still slightly behind, they have a huge advantage now.
Too often you see that. A jungle will try to go in and smite steal. He fails, but then the team follows him up and ends up dying because of it.
Oh, I know.
So too many times it happens. You should have just accepted. Oh my God!
So close. This is why they wanted to back off. They didn't want that to happen. But they're gonna try to go for a chase down on Xerath. They may give up. No, Vayne, the Lulu ult prevents the death from Vayne. It was really close. No, she goes down to Nidalee's burst through the Lulu. Oh wow, that was some serious burst. It's gonna cost them both Xerath and Nidalee for this kill though. So I'm not 100% sure if it was worth it. But now that Lee Sin and Thresh are back up.
It's probably worth it in the sense that you have the most powerful damage dealer without Baron buff now.
Yeah, and Lee Sin fails to click the lantern, and as a result, he is dead. Click the lantern, Lee Sin.
I just talked about him, how good he was with the lantern clicking.
I don't know why they're not listening to you, Caisha.
I don't
know why they can't hear you.
He was look at this Thresh. Oh my God.
They're just harassing him a little bit. If they had a split push going right now, if Nidalee hadn't died and she was split pushing top while they were harassing him, that would
Get the ward! Get the ward! Why are you walking?
Oh, they didn't even notice. Oh, that's funny. Oh, they're going to lose their pink ward out of that.
Wow. Whoop.
Yeah, the dubstep remix Tarek in me really wishes that they had gotten that ward. I'm sure most of the people watching this have no idea what we're talking about. That's okay. We're going to keep it that way.
Probably not. It's all right. Let me see.
We like our in-jokes. We like our in-jokes. All right.
Interesting. This Thresh went not only boots mobility, but he also went the alacrity.
Wow, that is fast.
That's full speed Thresh right there.
Yeah,
I don't see that a whole lot. Even though he's full speed Thresh, he only has 407 movement speed. Like, what is this? Come on now. I don't know. Is it really? Is it at this point? At this point in the game, I don't know if movement speed is really going to help you very much. You know,
not really.
You know, you definitely need to start going defensive. I mean, you've got your Aegis. You haven't upgraded anything else. You just bought boots and wards. You know, and despite that, your ward coverage isn't really that great. Like, I mean, he's got 3 wards in the central location in every Baron, but it's not really doing his team a whole lot of good right now.
I would like to see a Shirelius on Thresh though. At this point, I think that would be great.
I mean, a Shirelius would be nice. I would like to see him upgrade his bulwark.
Oh yeah, that's definitely. They're cheap now. They're only 800 now, so
Yeah.
bulwarks are very easy to get really early on. Aegis is still super expensive though.
And
1500
he's
for an
chasing
Aegis.
the Lulu. I don't understand the choice of target. Why would you chase the Lulu?
I don't know. He maybe because he's
Lulu.
caught so many chains on her. You know, over the course of the game, he's caught
I mean,
her
you
with a
could
chain like
you
100
could catch
times.
a chain, but there's no one around you. You know, you have to.
Yeah, that seems to be Thresh's MO. If I can chain, I will chain. It doesn't matter if they're there, if I have teams for follow-up or not.
I think I would like to see with this Nidalee, I think I would like to see more of the split push. Like it's kind of sporadic when he decides to go split push. I think if he was a continual threat up top lane, then you would take away Renekton, and that might be a lot more useful in this guy. It's okay.
Yeah, I don't know why he was throwing that lantern out there. That was interesting. I think he was just taunting them.
Yeah.
I think if I played Thresh more, that's what I would do.
Okay, they're initiating on the Renekton, making.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that game plan there, fellas. The rest of the team was right there for the backup, and Nidalee is caught. There is no way this cheetah is going to escape these very speedy alligator and demon hunters or whatever it is that they are, and that's going to be a major loss for blue team. They're in serious trouble now, and they're just going to force this kill on Thresh. I don't think there's any way Thresh can escape that. He should have run away a long time ago. Yeah, this is a classic team collapse after one person gets picked. So everybody tries to help and doesn't get there in time. And somebody else gets picked, and somebody else gets picked, and so on and so forth.
Time and time again, it's the Baron. It's not so much getting the Baron. It's just if you wipe at Baron, no matter how far ahead you are, it's just a mental thing. You always lose a little bit.
Yeah.
We got some pings coming out for a bot. I don't know why blue team's concerned about bot lane farm when there's an inhibitor.
Yeah, they inhibit under threat. I don't even know if they can stop it. I mean, they do have Xerath, though, so maybe this team will be scared of Xerath. I am not exactly sure.
I'm extremely interested in this Vayne build, though. I mean, look at him. He went Banshee's Veil?
Banshee's Veil, yeah.
Banshee's Veil and a static Shiv. And then he's had that BF sword for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why she hasn't upgraded the BF sword. The Banshee's Veil, I can kind of sympathize. I mean, after getting sniped by Xerath that time in the base, when we went apeshit over it, I mean, that's
yeah, but
like,
I mean,
okay, yes, I'm gonna buy a Veil now, fine.
But to knee-jerk reaction buy of Banshee's Veil, I don't know. I think most of that is just positioning. You know, I mean, not saying that the Vayne is bad or anything, but I think you can counteract that with positioning. It looks like he's finally going to round out and buy an Eye Edge. He's picked up a BF sword and a pickaxe. We'll see. I think he's probably a little bit late to finally build that Eye Edge. He probably should have built it before the static Shiv because you're not really pushing very much. You know, Vayne is not one of those champions that pushes lanes.
No, not at all.
I mean, you know, he's the terror of team fights, and it's just, I don't know.
I think I think we're gonna see Vayne's damage just go up, just skyrocket once he finally manages to buy this Eye Edge because his AD is pretty low.
His survivability because he does have the Banshee's Veil. I'm not saying that it was like the worst pick in the world, but I think over an Eye Edge, I would not have done that. I would have done my Edge. I think I would have heartbeat.
I mean, I don't play AD carry obviously there's a very good reason why not. But in my opinion, I would not be that scared of an AD carry who did not manage to buy the Eye Edge early or to upgrade the BF sword to something early. Alright, so they are going to try to force down this inhibitor, and I don't know if blue team will do anything about it. This actually got a nice grab on Wukong. Wukong just going in with no health. That's kind of ballsy. He's going to die, though, pretty easily, and then the Lux ult just doesn't pick up any kills because they just didn't have the combo. That was just a very sloppy start to the battle. Renekton is in his immunity ult. I mean, he's basically invincible when he's in this ult for all intents and purposes, but as soon as it goes down, he is going to go down with it. And Vayne also manages to pick off Lee Sin. Vayne's damage is somewhat formidable at this point, although she still does not have her Eye Edge. Oh, I don't know, this Nidalee. One shot can do it, and she is just barely going to escape.
Click the lantern. Good job.
Yes.
Click the lantern.
Click the lantern. So they're going to get this inhibitor, no question, unless they're complete fools, but they are not.
Unfortunately,
so
the whole point of initiating that team fight was to keep them off of the inhibitor, and they didn't quite get that done.
No, they did.
They did lose their inhibitor.
After the Wukong dive, I thought they should have got it because Wukong went in with no health, ulted, and then died instantly. I really thought the blue team should have come out ahead on that, but it just did not happen.
I would say this
I
would say this: the Banshee's Veil did protect Vayne from the Xerath stun, so that was probably pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty.
It totally breaks up his whole combo. Yeah.
It does. Let me see.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Baron is back up.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we're not seeing wards coming out for Baron. It looks like they're posturing a little bit.
I think they've been fighting too long and everything expired. I think Thresh is on his way to do it right now. This looks like to me anyway. We're at the 40-minute mark, and these guys are dead even on gold. I mean, 600 gold's nothing. Dead even on gold. In terms of experience, you're right. Thresh is way behind in levels. I didn't notice that until you pointed it out. But yeah, Lulu has her level 3 R.
And with support, it's not so much with like the the escapes with Lantern. The escapes with Lantern. Finally, we have an oracles coming out from Lulu. Thank you, Lulu, for finally getting the oracles. Yay! Alright. However, you know, not that she doesn't know this, but it's going to affect, since Thresh isn't really warding very much. Blue did just come up though, so that'll be good for the next team fight. Hopefully, they give it to Ezreal. I could see them giving to Ezreal, and hopefully they do that.
You don't think they give it to Xerath? Or does Xerath need... Xerath still needs the cooldown reduction, I think.
Well, yeah, he does, but he has an Athene's, which, in my opinion, kind of counteracts that, because you can only have 40% cooldown reduction, right? So,
right.
I mean...
Well, that gives him what? That gives him... That hits the 40, doesn't it? Or
well,
45.
It does, but is it... Yeah. I don't know. I still think that it's useful on other things, too, especially...
Xerath is so spammy. I mean, I think that having that cooldown reduction would really benefit him. But I also agree that Ezreal benefits far more than most AD carries. They're actually going to push... Are they going to push mid, or are they're just going to feint to push and then go take Baron? It's tough to tell at this point.
I can't imagine them taking Baron right now. I think they need to win this, pick off a few people, and then win it, because they've got super minions pushing, for one, and then they don't have it warded at all. So they're not preparing. Thresh is not preparing for it.
Lux's ult just missed everyone. Let's see what the current cooldown. According to the replayer, the cooldown is at 38 seconds, but they actually got a grab on Renekton. He's going to be forced to ult just to stay alive. The Ezreal ult coming and just being wasted. I don't think he should have expected to get anything out of that. And they may be able to force this tower while Renekton goes back to heal. I think that might be a decent move, but they just don't have the tanks for it, though. That's the only problem. They only have Lee Sin. Wukong going to initiate instead. Save this tower. Look how much damage is coming down. I cannot believe that. And wow, Lux's binding picks off Ezreal, and of course Thresh was caught too, so he was guaranteed to die. I am so impressed that Red Team managed to pull it off with Renekton back. I really did not think that was going to happen, but it was just a great initiate from Wukong in a 4v5, and Ezreal took so much damage right at the start. He just did not contribute anything to that fight. That was nice.
I'm stuck. I am stuck. I know Lux just had a really good pick, but I'm very stuck on the fact that she bought Void Staff so early. She built a Void Staff when not really anybody has any magic resist, so the magic pen is not really going to do you any good. Lux, you know, she's supposed to be pure AP and just kind of stick back and all that, and she's only now building Zonias. So we'll see.
Well, they do have a bulwark. They do have a bulwark, and with the new way that the pen is kicked.
But that was before the.
Ooh, so close. Xerath was going for a steal there, did not get it, but he did manage to pick off Wukong.
Lee Sin.
And Lee Sin and Ezreal dying for that, or Lee Sin for dying for that rather. Ezreal is just coming back to life.
Don't know if it was quite worth it to lose both of them, or not both of them.
Whoa! I did not even catch that pick. I'm gonna have to do a backspace, and we're gonna watch that again live, Caisha. I'm gonna jump back 15 seconds, and Lux is attempting to recall. She's standing outside the brush, gets sniped by a Q. She starts to realize something is wrong. Oh my God! She got the binding and still died. Oh, this Xerath is something else. Oh, I love it.
He's pretty powerful. Meanwhile, that Renekton just totally ignored everything and was like, "LOL, Lux. I guess you're just going to die."
To buy something. I don't care what.
And you know, I don't know if he could have saved her from straight up dying, but he might have scared off the Xerath if he had come into range of Xerath's vision. I think he might have scared off the Xerath, or the Xerath might have been just like, "Oh well, I'm still gonna kill you."
Yeah,
you can definitely see that.
So, I think Red Team has been up for a while, but in terms of gold, they're still tied more or less. They're slightly
they're still
ahead.
Catching up.
They're still catching up.
Well, you could definitely see that Blue Team is pretty solid in terms of farm. I mean, look at that, literally 340.
They've pulled in front on farm for sure by quite a bit. I mean, look at Ezreal compared to Vayne. It's a difference of 80. Yeah. I mean, seriously.
It's ridiculous. And compared with the fact that Ezreal is building, I would say, better than Vayne at this point. He's still building better. I don't know what Vayne is going for. He just bought a Phage. He did finally round out his eye edge though, so I mean, we'll see about that. But I just don't know what the Vayne is going for. I guess survivability, maybe Frozen.
Triforce is pretty damn strong on Vayne. Could be a Triforce.
I don't know if he's going for a Triforce. I don't know.
You think it's a mallet, maybe?
I think it's a mallet, but I mean, it just who knows? Triforce on Vayne. I don't know about
Triforce
that.
is strong on Vayne. That has a lot of burst. I mean, tumble.
Especially since the Thresh has a bulwark. I mean, I don't know. Okay.
Anyway, Wukong going with another initiate. I love this Wukong's ballsiness. Hits everybody with the knock-up. So Xerath is forced to go back and accomplishes nothing with his death. So that was just a perfect pickup from Wukong, and that's going to take the team fight and possibly the whole game.
Probably
just
the
like
whole game.
That. Wow, Thresh just quit. He rage quit.
Pulled
Pulled a Pure Shield there on us, and they're going to finish this off.
Like,
while they're finishing the Nexus, I'm going to jump back a second. I want to watch that one more time. I want to see that initiation again because that happened so fast.
Probably.
We did see it coming a little bit, but there's the Wukong initiation. Knocks up Ezreal, knocks up Xerath, interrupts his Q. I think it still went off anyway. And then everybody just piles on the Xerath, and he's down. Once he's down, that is it because they focus Nidalee, then Thresh, and then Ezreal and Lee Sin can do nothing. Ezreal did nothing that whole team fight, by the way. Wow. He was off to the side. He did absolutely nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't a very good presence. It was mainly Xerath the entire game.
Yeah. It was definitely Xerath. The AD carries I didn't feel had a huge presence at all this game. I think that
neither did the Nidalee. The Nidalee built really tanky, and then they didn't really push at all. Like the whole point of Nidalee is either be the tank or be the pusher, and she kind of didn't do either really. Yeah,
that's unfortunate. And down goes the Nexus, so that's going to be a win for Red Team. I believe it was Lee Sin that you were spectating on your friends list, so that's bad news for him.
He was the only surviving player, though, so there you go.
All right, well, this game was really exciting. I'm really glad that we snagged a good one on our first try today, Caisha.
It was fairly exciting.
It was. All right. Well, thanks a lot for joining me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this game as much as we did. So I'll see you next time.